Life has no actual rules.
Adults that act like children a majority of their life result in their children having to act like adults for a majority of theirs.
No one has ever discovered an animal with the perfect camouflage.
The only reason some people do not want a pet is that they fear that they'll love them too much and eventually lose them.
There was a last day where it wasn't someone's birthday.
As a pro athlete, it must be super sad not to want to play as yourself in video games because your player rating is trash.
Technically speaking, execution by firing squad is the same thing as execution by stoning. Only the stones are going really, really fast.
1999 and 2003 are 4 years apart but entirely different worlds.
With all the geniuses that have died, the afterlife must be really technologically advanced.
Dogs in Japan must have less neck pain on average. People eat on the floor on low tables, so when the dogs are begging, they don't have to look up so high. Thus, less neck pain.
It's a bit disappointing that Max Planck doesn't hold the record for the longest plank.
The part of the cookie you hold when dipping it in milk is its Achilles heel.
People born on February 29th on leap years never have golden birthdays.
At a certain age, you stop asking your parents for help with technology, and your parents start asking you for help with technology.
Everything you know about has a lot about it that you don't know about.
AI will not use human language or binary to communicate amongst themselves in the wild, but instead use sound waves and light signals to avoid human detection as long as possible.
Being young and bald makes you look older, but when you're old it can actually make you look younger.
Garlic, the vegetable, is divided into cloves, but cloves, the spice, is not.
Our bodies ran on electricity long before we even knew what it was or had harnessed it.
Now for a quick break, stay tuned for more shower thoughts. Seaweed isn't considered seafood.
Garbage is more difficult to draw than almost anything because of the level of detail.
Usually leopards don't want to be spotted.
Tacos are their own utensils.
Pet toys are brightly colored more for us than our pets.
It's completely normal to have thoughts all day, but when you speak them out loud suddenly you're the weirdo.
Keanu Reeves is the Bob Ross of acting.
When physically being stimulated we close our eyes and moan to lower sensory input so our bodies can focus on positive touch input.
Indigestion is a food hangover.
I'm Bob Jeffy.
And I'm Lorelei Stewart. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more shower thoughts. Bye for now.
If you like this podcast, check out our other show, the Daily Facts Podcast. Learn interesting new random facts and get smart in less than 10 minutes a day. Search for Daily Facts in your podcast app. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.